And our correspondent Wayne Hayes also near the Al Noor Mosque. Wayne, I understand some of the police cordons have been taken down. Can you set the scene there?
Certainly, Divya, yes. A short time ago, we saw the police move into this area and move their cordon about 200 metres down this road, which leads to the Al Noor Mosque, which, of course, is where most of the people were killed on Friday. There is still very much a police cordon in place, a very large police presence around the mosque itself, which continues to be an active crime scene. But slowly but surely, that cordon is being reduced, the police line being moved closer to that mosque site. And when they moved that cordon further down the road, there were many people on hand, as there has been right throughout the course of Saturday, who picked up the flowers, the tributes that have been laid at the police cordon, moved them with the cordon itself down this road closer to the mosque. And as you can see, there are still many people here late at night on Saturday night, still coming here to pay their respects to the people that were killed in this tragedy and to offer a silent thought, just to spend some time here and to reflect on exactly what has happened. This is a very small city, the city of Christchurch, certainly in world standards. New Zealand is a small country in general, so it has hit this community very hard. It is a resilient community, though, but it will take some time. At the moment, still, the mood is very sombre. It is still one of shock, of course.
Wayne, this attack has brought a lot of focus into New Zealand's gun laws, and which the Prime Minister says she will change. Can you explain to us what those laws were and what people are calling for now?
Yes, well, they were very strongly worded comments from the New Zealand Prime Minister there, saying that the gun law will be changed. She didn't suggest that she will push for this to be changed, that it was going to be a proposal before Parliament. It was something very definitive that she would change the law, and I don't imagine that there will be much opposition to that idea from within government or from within Parliament whenever that issue is raised in a formal manner. New Zealand's gun laws are already quite strict, although not strict enough to have prevented what happened on Friday. He had semi-automatic weapons, something that you can buy legally in New Zealand. Perhaps that revelation will be greeted with surprise by most New Zealanders who may not realise that semi-automatic weapons are available for purchase in New Zealand with a gun licence. You cannot do that in neighbouring Australia, so that is something clearly that the New Zealand Prime Minister will want to look to change. And she also spoke about the modifications that were made to some of the weapons that were used on Friday, and something that needs to be looked at as well. And also how easy it is for someone coming from outside New Zealand with a firearms licence from their particular country, Australia for example, being able to arrive here in New Zealand and present that firearms licence from their home country and get a weapon across the counter in this country without having to go through any sort of background checks. Now, they're not suggesting that was the case in this scenario, but certainly that will be something that will be looked into as this investigation goes on.
Wayne Hayes, Christchurch for us. Thank you. Well, Yaara melhem has more from the Australian city of Grafton. That is where the 28-year-old suspect, Brenton Tarrant, spent his childhood.
Well, this is a community in shock. Tarrant spent the first 20 years of his life in Grafton. It's a sleepy regional town in country New South Wales. And we spoke with the Archdean of the Anglican Church here, and he said that the community can't believe that one of their own could be involved in an attack like this. Distressed parishioners have been calling in all day on Saturday, asking what it is they can do about the attack. We also spoke with the Deputy Mayor, and he says that this community is one that has fallen on hard times recently, economically, with the loss of industry, and now has to contend with the fact that it's going to be associated with the attack in Christchurch. On Sunday, there will be a number of church services where the community will come together. There will be a lot of soul searching, but also a show of support for the victims in Christchurch.
World leaders have been offering messages of support to the people of New Zealand. On Saturday, the Prime Minister spoke to Donald Trump and asked what he could do to help.
I spoke with Donald Trump this morning. He sought to call us directly. He very much wished for his condolences to be passed on to New Zealand. He asked what offer of support the United States could provide. My message was sympathy and love for all Muslim communities.